Eyes in the sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the light shine through for you, for you, for you, for you, for you, for
Good evening there, and welcome to this latest special edition Elite FPL podcast with myself, Stevo. And yes, it is the Match of the Day challenge. I have literally no idea whatsoever what has happened today. I truly don't have a clue. What I will say right now is that if you want to chat to each other, that's all well and good, because to be honest with you, I'm not going to be reading any chat. All I'm going to be doing is looking at the TV screen in front of me, watching Match of the Day, seeing what has unfolded. And if you don't know, the only interest I have in this particular show tonight is the Burnley versus Man United game, and of course I captain Jamie Vardy. The simple reasoning is because I went on the advice of one of my colleagues at work, Ali. Now, Ali is somebody that's very, very good at predicting football. He always seems to know who scores. He always seems to get that right. So I just thought, to hell with it. I'm going to captain Vardy, and at least tonight is going to make tonight's show a bit more entertaining for me, or horrifying. Will Vardy be benched? Will he come on after? Will he come on in the last 5 minutes? I don't have a clue. There's 5 minutes to go. Thank you everybody that is joining me for this special edition Match of the Day challenge. If you are from across the seas, there seems to have been a lot of confusion the last time we did this. And if you don't know, if you are from overseas, essentially Match of the Day is the programme that they show on the BBC in the UK on any given game week where the majority of the games have been played, and all they do is they show the highlights. And usually what happens is the first game will be the most important game, and then they do it in chronological order in the sense of what game had the most goals. So whatever game is put up first, I'll know instantly if that had either the most goals or the most important. I can't even think, to be honest, I can't even look at the screen. So I can't even remember what fixtures are being played today. I would think that either it would be West Ham versus Leicester, Norwich Tottenham, or Burnley versus Man U will be the first game shown. I can't think off the top of my head of any other decent matches that were played today of any importance. Most of them are being played tomorrow, as we know. There's 3 games tomorrow. One of them being Liverpool versus Wolves. And I know for a fact that my captaincy is going to fail because I originally captained Mane, and I just decided, like I said, I just decided to change it, and I know exactly what will happen. Vardy will get me 1, if I'm lucky, 2 points, doubled up to 4. If I'm unlucky, 1 point. If I'm very unlucky, 0, but at least I'll have my vice captain coming on if he doesn't play. But yeah, I've had my phone off all day. Basically, I didn't want to know anything when I finished work today, which was at 2 o'clock. I just basically just listened to various fitness podcasts. Well, a fitness podcast that I listened to. I then went to bed. I woke up at 5:30. I then just listened to music, went to the gym, whacked on airplane mode once I got back home, and all I've been doing is watching the bill. So, like I said, I genuinely have no idea what obviously I haven't got any idea, but I don't know how I feel because, like I said yesterday, I just don't give 2 hoots about this game anymore. I was 0.1 away from doing a -20 on Friday last night, yesterday, whatever. I was very, very close to doing that. I've got no hope in hell of doing anything in the Cash Mini League, fact. And of course, Friday evening, I haven't even mentioned the Man City result where they lost 3-2. And again, just what... again, Jason's FPL, God praying, whatever. It really does amaze me that this guy, Captain Sterling, last night, he misses a penalty. And of course, it goes to VAR and he gets it retaken, saved again, but gets it on the rebound. And then, of course, Sterling goes and scores a second. Don't get me wrong, the finish was exquisite. It was a fantastic finish. And then along comes Traore, Jimenez and Doherty with the goals. And Jimenez gets me 11 points last night. But it doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things. It meant absolutely nothing last night. And 3-2, and of course now Liverpool are pretty much it's pretty much a done deal now. They are the champions of England. It would take an absolute complete cluster, you know what, to fail. And all I can say is it's going to be fascinating to see Liverpool. My transfers I did yesterday. The transfers I did yesterday was a -4, so I got rid of Rico and Vertonghen. I can guarantee exactly what will happen with Vertonghen. I can guarantee that he's probably gone and got a clean sheet and probably even scored a goal today or got an assist. I just know that's going to happen because my luck in FPL doesn't exist. It just does not exist whatsoever. I can guarantee you that Holgate probably... I don't know if they played today or not. I can't even remember. But I can guarantee you now that Holgate probably conceded as well, despite keeping 2 clean sheets in a row. I can guarantee... By the way, on the screen is obviously my team. But I wasn't wearing my glasses. If I don't wear my glasses, I can't see anything. So I genuinely have no idea what's happened. But I do find it funny doing this challenge. It's for me, because I just have given up with this game, so to speak, I just don't feel like... The last time I did this, I felt sick. Today, I just feel a bit... Oh, I wonder what the results are. I wonder what my captain Vardy did, and I wonder how Burnley got on. It's probably the best way to play it. Just a quick one for last night, everybody who watched the Elite FPL Champions League draw. Again, a quick mention to Daily Lama. An absolute stern job that he did last night, quite extraordinary. On in-play commentary as he was doing... Well, Jason was obviously doing the draw, and Daily Lama had the numbers and everything, and yeah, absolutely fantastic stream that was last night. All a bit of fun. And here we go. Here we go. I just need to quickly change something, but I'm not going anywhere. Right, and I'm back. I'm hoping the music isn't too loud. It shouldn't be. I'll just turn it down a bit, but... What is going to be the first game tonight? What I find funny is that all you know what's happened. Every single one of you know. Like I said, you can all talk to each other. I don't care. You can... The people saying, please don't spoil it for Steve, I don't even know what you're talking about. All I will say is, again, thank you for joining me. This is going to be the most dullest stream for you people possible. Anyone who's watching this. And we're starting... Oh, God. It's West Ham Leicester. Oh, God. Did West Ham win? Did Vardy start? Did Fabianski start? I was listening to Planet FPL today and they were talking about Fabianski possibly starting this. Did Vardy start? And Fabianski does start. Fabianski in goal, Fredericks, Balbueno, Diop, Masawaka, Sanchez, and of course the team news goes down and he doesn't start. He's not even in the team. Well, this is a waste of time. What is the point in doing this now? What's the point in me doing this now? What an absolute waste. And what's going to happen now? Leicester are probably going to win 4-0. He's not even in the squad. And Soyuncu doesn't play either. Oh my God. Hilarious. So what on earth is this going to be now? Iheanacho, of course, up front of his own. He's going to have to prove something now. What is the point of it? Well, this is going to be a very, 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 very long evening. Very long evening indeed. It's already started. How ironic's that? It started with the game where I thought my captain would, well, may have been playing. Here we go, Iheanacho through, and Fabianski has wiped him out and he's given a penalty. That is taking the mick. You're having a laugh. Damari Gray with a penalty. And it's saved. And it's saved. Oh, I don't believe this. Well, it doesn't matter, does it? Oh, for God's sake, not retake it again, please. And the save has stood. I'll tell you what, Planet FPL were inspiring me to get Fabianski, and you know what? With Sheffield United's tough fixtures coming up, he may be the one to get. Masuaka smashes it in. Schmeichel with the save. By the way, did Maddison start? I didn't even see. I don't even know if Maddison started. And he was going to be somebody that I was taking out for Salah. I honestly don't know if Maddison is even playing. I don't even think he is. He probably even isn't. Unless that's him on the left, number 11. But no, it's not. So Maddison didn't even start today. So basically, and Iheanacho scored. And they're going to check VAR, of course they are, to see if it stands. So, Perez with the assist. Nah, it's fine. No, it's a goal. Oh, it just gets worse. I'll tell you what makes it worse is the fact that, you know, when you just put the player that Iheanacho's replaced in that place. So I'm just thinking Vardy could have had a penalty, and in that case, that goal. I mean, I know I can't say that, but it's a goal. West Ham have scored. Fornals have scored 1-1. In the last minute of the first half. And Sayuncu doesn't play. Oh, aren't I lucky? Does Sayuncu come on? In fact, because Maddison hasn't played, and Vardy hasn't played, and Sayuncu hasn't played, that means then I haven't even got 3 players coming on unless Williams started for Man United tonight, which of course he didn't. I don't know that for fact, but he wouldn't have started for Man U tonight. No chance. There's a chance, but unlikely. So I've only got Lundstrom and I don't even know who the other player. Dendonka. Flaming hell. I should have just done the -20. And Damari Gay's just scored. Gray. Flaming hell. Perez again. That's not Perez, surely. Not a... Was that Perez with his second assist? Typical. And Maddison's come on. Oh, God. Well, that's made up at least a point. Does he get anything? Probably not. Probably a yellow card like he did against Liverpool the other day. Oh, wouldn't that be nice if I got a nice... an assist or something of Maddison, but I doubt it because it's on the 87th minute in this highlight package, so... Oh my goodness. That ain't going to be a penalty for crying out loud. Schmeichel coming out. Snodgrass just falls to the floor. Well, I think that's going to be coming to the end of that then. I think. Oh, is this Maddison with Missit? No, it's not. No, it's not. Well played to Fabianski. And here is Maddison. He pulls it back to God knows who, and he's just put it wide. Could have been an assist for Maddison, but whoever that was has just pulled it wide. So 1 point from 1 game so far from Maddison after coming on as a sub. But at least Scientiu doesn't come on, so I've got Lundstrom and Dendonka. So I've got... Oh. Now I'm going to find out, aren't I, that Williams probably started and Man United kept a clean sheet. I predicted 2-1 Leicester as well. Oh, what a surprise. My predictor comes through again. I actually predicted a lot of 2-1s this particular game week. A lot of 2-1s. I think I did actually predict United to win 2-1. It wouldn't surprise me if it ended 2-0, 1-0, 2-1, something, a tight game. A 1 goal either. 1 goal in it. Something like that. So... Yeah, I didn't predict many goals this particular game week. I can't even think who the highest game I did, because obviously we didn't do a preview for this. Well, this game week 20, we didn't actually do it. So Norwich versus Tottenham is up next. Oh God, it's all about Harry Kane. Oh, what? Pellegrini's been fired, has he? Oh. It was with great disappointment that we've had to make this decision. Manuel is a gentleman. It has been a real pleasure to work with someone of his calibre. However, it has become clear that a change is required to get the club back on track in line with our ambitions this season. What ambitions? We felt it was necessary to act now in order, and now, of course, the thing's gone off air. Wow, Pellegrini has been fired. Well, it was coming, wasn't it? It was coming. Wow, he's been fired. Who's next for the Man United, the West Ham job then? Who's next? I know Sush from Planet FPL was talking about getting Dyche. Dyche ain't going to leave. I'm sorry, but he ain't going to leave for West Ham. There's something about that club. It just doesn't seem. There's just something about it. It just doesn't seem to work. I don't know, but I can't see Dyche going there. He's better suited at Burnley, and West Ham fans. God, if you thought Sam Allardyce's style of football was bad, God help you with Dyche's. Jesus. Norwich, Tottenham next. Oh God, I know that Boona captained Kane. I know that he couldn't. He was at the cinema, he said, with his girlfriend, and he captained Kane. He got rid of. I mean, again, he could be proven right. He could be proven wrong. I have no idea. He got rid of Dele Alli for Lucas Moura. I was surprised at that move. That was for a -4. Or an extra minus. I can't specifically remember. So it was definitely a -4. I know points hit. But the question is that did he do it on top of the other hits as well? But I know Harry Kane would have been a popular captaincy pick. And God, if their game's up next, once again it tells me there's going to be goals in it. But I'm going to be double guessing myself here. Did they show this West Ham game because Pellegrini was fired? Did they show it because this was because it had one of the games which had one of the more goals in it? The fact that Leicester are second, I don't know, but that is this is worrying for me now. Norwich versus Tottenham. I predicted. This was the biggest game actually. I predicted a result. I said 3-1 to Tottenham. And like I said, it wouldn't surprise me if Vertonghen actually got something in this game. It really wouldn't. But this is the funny thing with doing the Match of the Day challenge, is that obviously it's not just match. It's match, discuss. And we got 7 games to go through. And once again, for all you guys watching this, I'm amazed that you would be, but high drama already. Jamie Vardy did not play at all. He was not even in the squad. which means that I've got Mane as my vice captain. What I can tell you is that you guys that do participate in the community team, the Elite FPL community team, what I can tell you is that you voted for Kevin De Bruyne as your captain up against Sheffield United. Again, a game which I predicted 2-1 to Man City. And here we go. Now it's Norwich versus Tottenham. Do Norwich, but please Norwich, do something. Please score. Please score and justify my my decision to get rid of Vertonghen. Here we go. Who did Spurs play? So yeah, obviously Gazzaniga, Foyth, Alderweireld and Vertonghen. Right, Vertonghen does play. Sessegnon gets another start. Ericsson plays. Ali does start. And Kane up top. So no Moura. Oh, Boona. Moura didn't even flame and start. Ouch. Go on. Steeperman with an effort there and saved by Gazzaniga. Good save too. Come on, Norwich. I need him to score. Is it me or does Daniel Farker look like FPL Penguin? Or is it the other way around? Does FPL Penguin base his look on Daniel Farker? And Harry Kane's being put through, puts the ball across there. Dele Alli, who blazes it over the goal. Dele Alli, of course, somebody that I cannot get rid of in my team. He's just too integral to this Tottenham team, I'm afraid. Ball pumped over, Harry Kane through, and he's... Good save. Phew. Tim Krul coming out quickly and gets a good hand to it. I so want Norwich to score. I really need Norwich to score in this game. Come on. And Buendia's through. Yes! Buendia again. Oh no, sorry. Is it Buendia? Varanic. Varanic? Okay, well, I thought it was Buendia and it's Vranic. Oh, thank goodness for that. Oh, thank goodness for that. Come on, Norwich. Pookie's through here and he scored. Yes. Get in. Get in. Wow. Wow, wow. Oh, it's gone to VAR. It's not his fingertip, is it? Oh, it's not stood. Because his fingertip was offside. Blast! Lucas Moura's come on. And Vertonghen goes off. And here comes Dele Alli. He's coming through. Is he going to score? And the answer is no. Great block. Zimmerman there with the block. Cracking challenge. Although I want Ali to score, so I don't know why I'm cheering that. Lucas Moura puts it over Harry Kane's and gets nothing from it. He's appealing for a handball. What's he going to be given here? Oh, that is a handball for definite. That is an absolute definite handball, surely to VAR. Yellow cards being produced for the Norwich player. That was... and up comes Ericsson. Will it be Ericsson that takes it? And it is. And he scored. Beautiful. Beautiful goal. Beautiful goal. Excellent. Again, Ericsson. Somebody to potentially look at. Somebody to potentially look at. If he gets given starts by Mourinho. I said 3-1, didn't I, for this game? Ericsson onto Lo Celso and on Dele Alli. Oh, it's not been given. Offside. Yeah, he's offside. Yeah, of course he is. Even I could see that. 61 minutes and it's 1-1. Right, okay. Norwich on the attack. And it's put through to Pulkey. Surely he's... Nah, he's not. Oh, was it an own goal? Is it Aurier? Or Sanchez? Is it Aurier or Sanchez? It's definitely an own goal. Oh, I think it's Sanchez. Oh, it's Aurier! Yes! 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 Come on! An Aurier own goal. Oh, Dele Alli puts it through to Kane. Don't do anything. Oh, no, he's not been taken out. Oh, it's a penalty. Flaming hell. Blast. He ain't going to miss this, is he? Is he going to score it? That's the question. The whistle's been blown. Harry Kane steps up. Of course he scores. Fucking hell. Damn it. Lamella cracking one in. Nice simple save for Tim Krul there. Flaming Kane of all players. It's one of those, as he just said, is he just sticking a middle finger up to me saying you should never have sold me? FPL Penguin on screen at the moment. Ended 2-2. 2-2. The irony. I predicted 2-2 in their last game. Flaming hell. Kane of all players. Oh, I hope he hasn't got... Oh, he probably got a... Well, I'm hoping he didn't get any bonus points. I'm really hoping he didn't. Very, very frustrating. Well, I say frustrating like I care. Well, I do care, so to speak, but... Ooh, Boona. Moura got a yellow card. Ooh, that's got a sting. So 0 points for Lucas Moura. I'm sorry, FPL Penguin, but you've got to do something where you have kind of some kind of imagery of yourself standing next to Daniel Farker. If you don't do it, I will. We are still live on air, aren't we? I would say I'll check. I'm not going to be looking at anything, by the way. Don't worry about that. I just want to see if everything's all running all okay, all smoothly, and the answer is yes, it is. Right, that's good then. Right. Next is Watford versus Aston Villa. Well, this is interesting because obviously Man United now could potentially be the 4th game of 7 to be shown. So far that's telling me that game could have ended 1-0 to Man United. Maybe if we're lucky 1-1. But up next is Watford versus Aston Villa. I think I predicted 1-0 to Watford. I think. Aston Villa, one of the worst defences in the Premier League, along with Norwich, as proven just now. It's just so annoying that Kane got that blasted penalty. But Aurier on the plus, Aurier getting an own goal, plus conceding 2, what's that? So you'd be on what, -1 at a random guess? So all you Aurier owners, I know James from Planet FPL, not a fan of his. But from an FPL perspective, he's doing a job. Gets the assists, gets the odd goal. Yeah, it'll be interesting once this stream ends to see how my rivals have done. As I always say, it's always looking at my rivals, see what they've specifically done. It's always interesting to see what the top players in our Cash Min League have done. Juggernauts as an example, Armand Dillon, Sultan Saeed, Nasty Balls. I wonder what Show Me the Mane did. What ridiculous transfer did he do this week? I know that my friend at work, Sahil, evening Sahil, if you're watching, I doubt you are, but he said he did a bit of a strange transfer move. So it'd be interesting to see what he's done. He's doing very well this year, actually, Sahil. He's not in the Cash Mini League, but I'll tell you what though, if Chelsea beat Arsenal tomorrow, what's that, a 6-point lead again? Over Tottenham? If they win. Or would it be 5 points? I don't have a clue, but yeah. I agree. Gary Lineker talking about VAR there and saying how, you know, since when has the offside rule become in line with the player to just literally fractions, inches, millimetres? I mean, it's like somebody said, we're soon going to have to coach players to not be an armpit offside. Oh, by the way, I'm fully aware of the irony in the fact that this is a late night broadcast, and I did actually mention that I'd never be able to do evening streams, and I've done about 3 already in the past week. But well, here we go now. Then it's on to Watford versus Aston Villa. What's this? Is Grealish going to do it? Grealish was another player that was going to be in my -20. Watford defenders are someone to look at. I'm also looking at Sarr, but Sarr, I think he's 6.3. Sarr is a bit too expensive. They've just put up a picture of each individual player of their positions, and they've just put up one of Tom Heaton. I'm thinking, I don't think that was the picture of Tom Heaton. I could be completely wrong. Didn't look like him. Well, interestingly, they're showing the kickoff, which usually means that something happens straight away. Well, here we go. Straight away, Watford on the attack. Delafeu in the box. And Will Hughes... No, it's come to absolutely nothing. So yeah, I predicted 1-0 to Watford in this game. Will Hughes corner and instinctive save. God, here we are. Wesley out to Grealish. Here we go. What's Grealish going to do here? Absolutely nothing. Wesley in. What a save by Foster. I think that's a better save, personally. Again, another game I really have no interest in whatsoever. I've got no assets. I'd just be looking at Grealish, see what he does. But Sarr's nothing. Comes to absolutely nothing for Sarr. Again, anybody watching this is the Match of the Day challenge. I have gone throughout the whole day not knowing a single result whatsoever. I have no idea what has happened at all. What I can tell you is that I captained Jamie Vardy, but he did not even make the squad for today. It's also been made aware that because Sayunchi doesn't play either, I've got Lundstrom and Dendoncker coming off my bench if, of course, those two players play. Maddison making a 1-point cameo, meaning that I should have an 11 that play this game week, but Decore and it's in! Watford scored! Troy Deeney. Troy Deeney has scored for Watford. I can't see there being an assist being given unless they're going to give it to Decore, but I very, very much doubt it. That'd be very spurious assist indeed, but it's 1-0 to Watford. I'm hoping it stays like that just so I can get those 3 points for the predictor game. And Mariappa's going to get a booking, of course, tripping up Grealish there. Again, usually when they show a yellow card, it sometimes means that that player gets a second and they... Oh, it's come to nothing. Decore moved into the boxes. Delafeu comes in and it's still ping-ponging around in the box. I'm wondering how many people are watching this. They're actually watching the Match of the Day as well. Oh, Mariappa is going to get a yellow, second yellow, and he's gone. I've just said it. I've literally just said that's what always happens. That's what happens on Match of the Day. Whenever they show a booking, it usually... Oh, he's dived. He's just anticipated the challenge and he's just dived. Oh, I hope Watford hold out now. Oh, I blinking well hope so. Well, we got a player down at the moment. And let me guess, they score. No? Well, Watford have been given a penalty for the simple fact that Douglas Luiz has deliberately nudged over Troy Deeney. But the reasoning being is that an Aston Villa player was down at the time and they wouldn't kick it out Watford. So is it going to end 2-0, is it? And Troy Deeney gets his second goal. And really, Deeney has scored 5 goals in his last 3. versus Aston Villa. There's your history for you. Not really a captaincy option though, but... Ten-man Watford. 2-0 up against Aston Villa. And here they go again on the attack, Watford. 4-on-2. Capoue into Sarr. Come on, referee, book Grealish. Go on, book him. Giving the referee abuse like that, that can't be happening. Oh, they're checking VAR, are they? Of course they are. Yes, the goal stands. So Sarr again on the score sheet, getting attacking returns. And it's full time, 3-0. Wow. There we have it. Watford 3-0 winners. Did Grealish get booked in that game then? That's the No, you played to the referee's whistle. They're just talking about if the ball should have been kicked out when the particular individual was down on the ground, but you played to the whistle. Wow. Here we go. Did Grealish get a booking? And the answer is yes. Grealish did get a booking in that game. So the question is, what's the next game up? So it's funny when you, like I keep saying this, when you do this match of the day challenge, the problem with doing it is that when you've got no real interest in the games whatsoever, it's very difficult to, especially the fact that I'm not allowed to look at chat. I have no idea what's happened regarding the score lines or anything. And I just don't know what to talk about during the intervals where, like now, for example, they're going to be doing the analysis with, of course, Gary Lineker, Jermaine Genius and Danny Murphy. I don't have a clue what to talk about right now, but what I can say is that I have no idea what's going on tomorrow. I don't even know if Jason did a stream today. Once again, when I went on YouTube earlier on to look for the bill, funny enough, I just briefly looked on subscriptions and I did see that Jason had put something up. I'm assuming it was an announcement. It may have been for an announcement that he was doing on Twitch. I have no idea whatsoever. Like I said, I wasn't actually specifically looking. I was trying to avoid anything to do with Elite FPL. So I have no idea regarding Jason what he did for stream. But certainly tomorrow there will be a stream at some point. We've got some huge games and of course Wolves taking on Liverpool and Man City up against Sheffield United, and of course the big one, Arsenal at home to Chelsea. I think I went 2-1 to Chelsea in that, I think, or maybe 1-1. I can't remember now, but I think again another tight game that's going to be. Although two teams that just cannot defend, so that could be just a basketball game and just end to end. 4-3, something like that. But I tell you what, Aston Villa, I think you're going down. So what's that? It looks like it's going to be Aston Villa, Norwich, and then just talking about the incident regarding the player that's been down on the ground with cramp, essentially. But yeah, of the three promoted teams, it looks like Aston Villa and Norwich are going to be relegated. They are doing awfully this season. They just cannot defend. It's a question of who's going to join them. Will it be Watford? Will it be Burnley? Will it be Bournemouth? Southampton? Maybe even Newcastle, but The interesting thing is, what's the next match coming up? I know I keep saying that after every flaming thing, but it's true. It's like a lottery at the moment. Just pick your balls out. Newcastle, Everton. Oh, flaming out. Oh, God. I think I predicted 1-0 to Everton. I think. It was either 1-0 Everton or 1-1. And we've got Newcastle versus Everton next. Oh, flaming out. Here we go. What's this going to be? Holgate does start. And it's going with a 4-4-2 with Moise Keane up front with Calvert-Lewin. Leighton Baines starts as well. God, here we go. Do Everton keep a clean sheet? Oh, John Joe Shelby's back. What's going to happen here? Almiron was put through, but it again. Joe Linton putting him through. Almiron trying to squeeze it through, but couldn't get any connection to the ball whatsoever. Now Everton on the attack. Leighton Baines goes up for a corner. Of course, I said that Sidibe and Holgate, 2 players to certainly look at. They were doing they did brilliantly versus Burnley. I mean, how many times is Leighton Baines going to get a chance to put it in the box? Moise Keane, and there's Richarlison, and then... Was that Holgate that had the effort there? And it was. Blaming out. Holgate looks like Aaron Lennon. Oh, Michael Keane actually gets a start, doesn't he? Oh, I was thinking it was come off Carroll. So we've got another corner for Everton. Sigurdsson's going to be taking this. I don't even know, is that really worth a highlight? Theo Walcott playing, Christ. Everton have got a free kick. Sigurdsson takes it. And Calvert-Lewin has scored. After 13 minutes. Oh, God. Sigurdsson with... Oh, no. Is it Moise Keane with the assist? Moise Keane with the assist, surely. So that's Calvert-Lewin 2-2 now. So we're now at 29 minutes. Newcastle on the... Well, I say they're on the attack, but John Joe Shelby puts it into the box. Goes to Carroll, but he doesn't have it. Is this Yedlin? No, Willems. I was offside. Andy Carroll offside there. Almiron off the post. Falls to Carroll, but Carroll was in an offside. Well, he was miles offside. Yeah. And what minute's this? Well, it's definitely the second half. It's the 50th minute. Moise Keane through, and he's saved by Dubravka. Please be a clean sheet. So that's at 50 minutes, so we've still got 40 minutes to go, so to speak. This is at 55 minutes. Newcastle. Corner. Oh, a free kick, sorry. Walcott fouling Willems. Oh, for goodness sake. So now Willems is going to take it. Well, whoever that was, thanks for the subscription. And it's a goal. Shaw. Shaw with a freaking goal. Andy Cowell with the assist, I think. Yeah, Andy Cowell with the assist. Shaw with the goal. I really can't be bothered to do this anymore. I really cannot be bothered to do this, and it's so pointless. 64 minutes. I don't even care. I've got nothing of interest. Calvert-Lewin scored. Sigurdsson with the assist. Calvert-Lewin again. Show me the Mane owns him, doesn't he? Probably benched him, knowing him. Oh, it's Richarlison with the assist. Sorry, I thought it was a Sigurdsson. Richarlison with the assist. It's just the fact they've conceded a goal. Just don't care about any of this anymore. Well, do Newcastle get another goal? That's the question. Andy Carroll appealing for a penalty. I don't... And it wasn't. Oh, it looked like a push by Sidibe and it's ended 2. Blasted 1. How many games is that? 4? 4 matches so far? So we've had West Ham, Leicester, then it was Norwich, Tottenham, Watford, Aston Villa, Newcastle, Everton, and so we've got 3 more games left, which actually includes Burnley versus Man U. Is that going to be the next game? I can't even think. All the other matches today. Brighton, Bournemouth. Next is oh, I don't care about that. They're showing the highlights to Wolves versus Man City. I don't care. That was last night. So evidently the next 3 games are going to be absolutely terrible. We're talking like what? 0-0, 1-1 or 1-0s for those 3 particular matches. So it was Brighton, Bournemouth, Burnley, Man United, and I can't think of the other teams off the top of my head right now. Everton conceding. Flaming hell. Usual thing, is Calvert-Lewin an option? That is the question. Once again, I reiterate this point for anybody watching this right now. I don't know why you're watching this. It must be the most dullest stream. Most pointless stream you've ever watched. This is the Steve-O Match of the Day challenge. For anybody that doesn't know, Match of the Day is a UK-based Premier League highlights package where they will show, obviously, the games of the day from the Premier League and their highlights. Usually what they do is they do it in an order in which it's usually the game first is the most exciting game, or the one that's had the most talking points, and then it just filters off into basically the worst games for obvious reasons, usually ending the match of the day show it's usually a 0-0 or a 1-0 to a team, and the fact that they're showing Wolves Man City next tells me that the three other games, in fact they're telling us what's still to come. Well, Wolves versus Man, well, we're going to find out what the order is now. So Wolves versus Man City, then it's Burnley v Man U. I wonder how that ends. Brighton Bournemouth, and then finally Southampton Crystal Palace. And from an FPL perspective, there is nothing that I care about. Nothing. Maybe Rashford scoring. Southampton scoring to block off all those Crystal Palace, Kelly and Guaita owners, maybe. I have no interest in this match of the day whatsoever. It's like no one will know, well, you may know this person, but on Football 365, one of their writers, Johnny Nicholson, he did a book about the problems with the Premier League, essentially, and what they need to do to improve it, and how the game's been killed because of money. And one of the correspondents in the book just essentially said the reason why Premier League games on TV just fail is because no one's interested in watching them unless you're a real die-hard fan of football. But who's going to be watching? Who cares about like Southampton Crystal Palace other than Southampton and Crystal Palace fans, and obviously fantasy football fans if you're really desperate to watch it? But right now I'm watching the Wolves versus Man City. Ederson's just getting his red card now. And I've got to be put through the whole ordeal of Sterling again. Absolutely hilarious. And Aguero, of course, Jason must have been absolutely gutted last night when Aguero was taken off, but I suppose save him. He'll be guaranteed to play against Sheffield United now. Here we go, here's the penalty decision. Yeah, Mara's getting taken down. Straight onto the penalty. I wonder what happens here. Oh yeah, in fact I'll do a prediction. I reckon Patrizio saves it. And it won't be given because VAR will step in. You get the idea. Once again, for anybody wondering why I'm not reading chat, well, for the obvious reason I don't want anything spoilt, but... And here we go. I don't even know why I'm commentating on this. Sterling taking a very long run up and... Oh, it's saved! It's been saved! And the VAR's kicking. Oh, it's just embarrassing. Encroachment. It is just ridiculous. This is the worst bit. This is just ridiculous. Saved again. And he... Yeah... I think I just heard then Raheem Sterling scored 4 goals in his last 4 games, so that's be 5 goals then in his last 5 games. Oh right, so it was actually 1-0 at half time. This is a beautiful finish by Sterling. Absolutely fantastic. I would say Messi-esque, that. Beautiful finish there by Sterling's second goal. Full of confidence. It's a great through ball by De Bruyne, of course. Oh, lovely finish. Well, we all know what happens now. Wolves get their 3 goals. There better not be any analysis on this. I can't deal with this anymore. I want to go bed. This is possibly the latest I've stayed up. In fact, it's 11:30. This is the latest I've stayed up, and that even includes the Christmas party I was at a couple of weeks ago. I was in bed by 11, I think. Traore, another one that was part of my... So basically, for anybody watching this now, if you are interested, my minus 20, I was going to do a 3-5-2 formation. And this is what I was 0.1 out from doing this. Right, okay, so let me just clarify that. I was 0.1 out from doing this. So basically it was going to be... I'd already done Holgate and Trent Alexander in for Vertonghen and Rico. But the other transfers were going to be Maddison out for Salah, Ali out for Grealish, Dendonka out for Traore, Jimenez out for Greenwood, and my 2 front players would have been Rashford and Vardy. So far, it's a gamble that I'm glad I haven't taken. But it's like Daily Llama said at the end of last night's stream, this season's just a complete waste, and I'm thinking of having some fun with it this year, for the rest of the year, and ironically it will probably pay off. Now obviously that doesn't mean that I'm going to do like triple captain on Trent Alexander-Arnold next week, although now saying that it probably will work out to be the best option possible, but point being is that I just think I'm just not going to take this game. I don't take it seriously, but of course when you're doing streaming like this and everything, you've kind of got to take it a bit serious. And yeah, this season for me has just been a complete waste, so I may just have a bit of fun with it and taking hits for fun, for the sake of it. Why not? Do what Charlie does. Just bring in the players with the best fixtures and take it to the next level and just captain them. Why not? Why not? And there's Matt Doherty. He's got the 3rd. Can we just get on with the Burnley Man United game now, please? It will be very interesting to see what Pep Guardiola does with his team against Sheffield United tomorrow. Will he make many changes? Obviously we've got games on, what is it, Tuesday and Wednesday, or just Wednesday, I can't remember. And then I think it's this time next week is the FA Cup, I think. And just showing the Traore foul on Sterling outside the box. Of course, Sterling completely, I think he hits the crossbar. Could you imagine if he'd scored? Jason wasn't the only one that captained Sterling. I know that Planet FPL Suj, he captained him as well for this game. Well, now we're going to go for the interview process of, well, we've just had Nuno, now it's on to Pep. Can we just get on with the next game, please? I just want to end this now. We've still got, what, half an hour to go, for crying out loud. It's going to be the longest half an hour ever. Once again, it's the classic line of thank you for joining me on this match of the day challenge, where I'm finding out exactly what's happened in today's games without knowing what's happened via match of the day. So far, we've had Leicester winning 2-1 versus West Ham. No Jamie Vardy, no Soyuncu at all. Jamie Vardy was my captain. Iheanacho with... Well, did he get both goals? I can't even think. But either way, Leicester won 2-1. We then had Norwich 2, Tottenham 2. Followed up by Watford 3, Aston Villa 0. And they are doing analysis on this game. Flame it out. Then, of course, it was Newcastle 1, Everton 2. My Holgate transfer complete fail. Of course, they keep 2 clean sheets in a row. And when they're playing a team that can't score, they go and concede. And now they're showing the game from last night. Wolves versus Man City, where, of course, we all know Wolves won 3-2. Up next is my team Burnley up against Man United. The fact that it's so late on, I'm going to be a pessimist and I'm going to say ended 1-0 to Man United. But based on the games that are left, I'm going with each game either being 1-0 either way, 1-1 or 0-0. And why do I have this gut feeling that Crystal Palace are going to keep a clean sheet in a 0-0 game versus Southampton? Here we go. Burnley versus Man United. Here we go. And they're showing the Robbie Brady flaming out that free kick. Wonderful moment that was. Absolutely wonderful moment. God, that was 2009, 2010, I believe. Oh, he's dropped Jay Rodriguez. What a shame. So he's playing Ashley Barnes. Here we go. Did Williams start? Of course he did. Of course he did. And let me guess, they keep a blasted clean sheet. Let me guess. They better not keep a clean sheet, Man United, now. The reasoning being for anybody watching this is because Maddison came off the bench for that 1 pointer, and I said that I bet Williams keeps a clean sheet, so I'm not even going to get those defensive returns if they do. Come on. Foul on Fred. So it's going to be a free kick to Man United. I wonder what comes of this. Well, Rashford is lining up to... Well, looks like he's lining up to take a shot, would you believe? And he does go for it. It's palmed away by Pope. Comfortable save. As a question, I haven't actually noticed if Paul Pogba has started this game or not. I didn't actually see didn't actually look out for him on the team news. Here we go, Burnley whipping a ball, and it's come to nothing. And now Man United on a counter-attack. Out to Martial. Out on the left. And Rashford has an effort, but it just goes wide. Good effort. So we're at 34 minutes. That tells me a lot. Nothing happens in this game. Martial, blocked effort there. excellent block on the line there. Of course, it's all Man United. What do you think we're going to be doing? So we're now at 44 minutes. And of course, brilliant. Ball being given away. Martial through and he scored. What on earth was he doing? Just another stupid mistake. What was he frigging doing? Martial just put it in the back of the net, but it's not being given due to a foul. Martial does absolutely nothing for me when I owned him. Second you get rid of him, oh, he starts scoring. Laughable. United on the attack again. Pereira puts it through to Martial and it's saved. Rodriguez and Goodmanson come on for Hendrick and Barnes. Woods knocked over. Now it's going to be a free kick. Is this going to come to anything? Oh. Excellent effort by Phil Bardsley there, but free kick now on the edge of the box for us, for Burnley. Westwood being brought down. Goodmanson is to take it. Over the bar. It's ended 1-0, has it? There we go, last kick of the ball. Come on! It's come to nothing. So it's going to end 2-0 now, is it? And Rashford scored. Oh, blaming out. 2 more games after this. Do I have to do this? 20 minutes to go. Is it 20 minutes to go? Yeah. I've got I say I've got a cover. I've got to do nothing other than sit in front of this camera. watching four of the most dullest teams in the Premier League. Oh, God almighty. Of course, I've just realised Williams clean sheet. Well, as I always say, when your luck's in, your luck's in, and my luck just doesn't exist. I just find it hilarious how Brendan Rodgers benches about 500,000 of his team, and yet the one player that you own, Maddison, he decides to bring on when they're winning. Just hilarious. Cannot make this up. Insert whatever swear words you want. Complete waste of time. Absolute waste of time. Again, Burnley unable to beat a team that's 10th or above. I think we're even worse than that, to be honest. I don't think Burnley can beat anybody that's 12th or above. So basically, anybody that's between 13th and 20th, we're never going to lose against. Anybody 12th upwards, well, anybody that's 12th upwards, we're never going to win. Or we'd be lucky to get a draw. Here we go, then on to Brighton versus Bournemouth. Of course, Daily Llama will have interest in this game with Mopay up front. Oh, Rico is back in the starting 11. Right, okay. Stanislas starts. No Callum Wilson, of course. Oh, Callum Wilson was the player that you guys voted to bring in for Abraham. So Abraham left the Elite FPL community team and you brought in Callum Wilson, but he hasn't started. Do you know what? I was even thinking of bringing in Abraham and captaining him against Arsenal. Obviously I didn't, but that was a goal. Yangbash. Yakabash, something like that. Mopay with the assist. What a strike. Whack. Yanabash. Who? So Yanabash with the goal and a 1-0 after 3 or 4 minutes. Wow. There's Josh King. Matt Ryan with a very good save there. There's King on the attack again for Bournemouth. Harry Wilson tried to get saved, but came to nothing. Does this game end 1-0, does it? Well, we're now into the second half. 54 minutes, in fact. Does this game end 1-0? Well, Jack Stacey on to Solanke, back to Solanke. Solanke's through. Is he fouled? And the answer is, well, will it go to VAR? No. Ooh. VAR did not give the penalty for that. What I was thinking. Aaron Moy whips in the free kick. Will this come to anything? And the answer is surprise. Burn. Again. 2-0 to Brighton. Bournemouth again. Can't. They're in one of those phases where they just can't win. Oh, wait a minute. VAR. Crying out loud. Possible offside. It's going to be ruled out apparently. It's offside. Millimetres. So Callum Wilson, come on. Aaron Moy there with a hit. So Callum Wilson came on. Does he get the community team a goal? That is the question. Well, we're at 63 minutes. Basuna there with an effort, but hits the post. Trossard onto Moy, and Moy scored. Now that's definitely a goal. Trossard again with an assist. Blimey, Matt Ryan ran the whole way of the pitch to get to the other end to celebrate with him. Great finish. Whack. Please be full time. I want to get this stream over and done with now. So Yahabakash scored after 3 minutes. So here we go, Southampton Crystal Palace. How on earth does this game end? That's the question. Oh, God. Is it going to be 0-0 or 1-0 either way? Oh, I'm hoping Southampton win. Does Danny Ings score again? Does he even start? But it is the last game, which usually is 0-0, 1-0. Could be 1-1. I think I predicted 1-1 in this game. Brighton and Bournemouth, I predicted, surprise, surprise, 2-1 to Brighton. I think the only game that I haven't got predicted, as in outcome, right, was Tottenham game. So it looks like Tottenham were the accumulator busters for a lot of people today. Drawing 2-2. I'll just get on with this next match, for crying out loud. Absolutely. Hurry up. All I want is Southampton to score. That's it. That's all I want from this next game. But why do I have this feeling it's going to end 0-0? We'll find out in the next few minutes, but let's just hurry up. I've just turned airplane mode on, and my dad's sent a text message just saying Charlie Taylor wants selling. What a load of crap he was. Well, he basically may as well have been awarded the assist for Martial's goal. Laughable. Here we go. Final kick-off. So Danny Ings does start alongside Che Adams. Blimey, Che Adams actually plays. And it's the same 11 as what starts every single game for Crystal Palace. Well, Max Meyer actually gets another start again. What's that, 2 in a row? Here we go. So I'm predicting 1-0 or 0-0 this ends. Officially, I predicted 1-1 for this game. Thought they'd cancel each other out. And Zaha gets an assist for Meyer. Good footwork by Zaha. Fair play to if you own him. Lovely assist. Oh, here we go. VAR. Honestly. VAR, it's just every goal that's scored, it's just check VAR. He's going to be offside. Of course he is. It's a fingertip off. And it's been ruled out. It's been ruled out because his fingertip was offside. It's pathetic. It is ludicrous. A fingertip. Come on, Southampton. Oh, MacArthur's just conceded a free kick on the edge of the box. On his left and my right. Will anything come about it? Oh, how's he put that over? That's what I'm thinking. How on earth did that go over? So this ends 0-0, does it? We're already at 49 minutes. Crystal Palace on the attack. And then we've got a free kick. James McCarthy. Fouled by Redmond. Oh, it's in! Milivojevic. And Tompkins with the goal. You sure you don't want to check that for VAR just in case? Pity's sake. That's because Southampton are useless. The commentator's saying they haven't kept a clean sheet all season at home. What do you expect? So it's going to end 1-0, is it? Oh, wait a minute. Yes, Danny Ings scores. Not that he cares, and it's a gifted goal. Danny Ings has scored 12 of 24 goals for Southampton this season. That's incredible. And Roy Hodgson is not happy with that at all. I don't blame him. So we're now at 77 minutes. Here's Janepa. Oh, what a save by Guaita. Excellent save. Beautiful save there by Guaita. So this game picked up in the second half, does it? Here's Gineppo again. Goes out for a corner. Danny Ings. Good save again at the near post by Guaita. How on earth did he do that? Blimey, it's just Southampton attack in the second half. This Gineppo seems to be all action. This Ward-Prowse stepping up to take it. Oh, great save. So Guaita's got at least a minimum of 1 save point. Did he get 3 bonus for Jason by any chance? And that's it. Thank God I can turn this rubbish off. Right, let's get some professionalism. Wouldn't it be funny if I didn't unmute this? That's the end of that. That is the end of that stream. Thank the Lord. I'm just going to quickly, this is going to be the boring bit now. I'm just going to quickly look over exactly how many points I've got. And the answer is a whopping 11. Jesus God. And I've got, as I've said, I've got Lundstrom coming on for Soyuncu, Mane as my voice, then Donker coming on for Vardy. Let's just quickly see, this is the boring bit, everybody. What I will do quickly, if I'm honest with you, is I will say hello to a few people once I can load up the screen, because I wonder who Juggernaut's captained. Mane. Interesting. Did he buy an Ings, did he? He didn't bring in Danny Ings, did he? Surely not. He's done 1 transfer this week. Alexander-Arnold in for Baldock. Jesus. That is one hell of a transfer. He must have had so much money in the bank as well. Flaming hell. Oh, he's used two of his chips, triple captain and free hit though. Right, okay. I will I'll just quickly bring up the chat and say hello to a few people that have been kind enough to stay with me for this, the most boringest hour and a half you could probably imagine. I don't know why anybody is even here watching this. Let's just bring up the pop-out chat. I should take a screenshot of that. 245 people watching this. Do you know what's going to be most entertaining? If I just actually name check 245 people that were actually... Paul Mansell, someone let him know we've all had a bad one, or he's going to raise transfer. I couldn't care less if I raised transferred. Show me the Mane, Steve. Do you think you come back from this madness and win the Kashmir League? Nope, no chance. I'm 100 plus points off. Mavid Dykels, you've got more viewers than usual. Yes. Hamid, we love you, Stephen. That's why we're here. Firetog was still here. Simon Anderson, good afternoon, good evening. Sultan Saeed, of course, one of the biggest supporters. Welcome. John Harris is here. Emil Magnuson, welcome. Keyboy's here. Keyboy. Blimey, I haven't seen you for ages. The Cape FPL, he's got 34 points with Salah, captain, Abraham, Kevin De Bruyne, Baldock, Lundstrom and Tamore left. Watch Jason's stream, Steve-O. Which stream's this? Let's find out what this specific stream is. Is it on YouTube? If anybody knows what Hamad's saying, it's 5 a.m. here and you're watching this. Cameron A. Steve-O, this is your week to take over Jason. No chance. He's got 15 points ahead of me so far. Yes, I will. I'll show him his fire talk. Do you know what? How long can anybody let me? I'll just find out now, but I think this could mess everything up. Right, what I'm going to do, everybody, I'm going to do a mini experiment. So I've got the day off tomorrow, so I can stay up for as long as I want. So what I'm going to do is this is going to be a mini experiment, and what I'm going to do is, depending on how long the stream is, I'm going to watch Jason's stream live and react to it, because I have no idea what he had a wee Ray Joyce. Jason had a wee rant earlier. What about? Did he? What did he have a rant about? Right. Okay. Let me just have a look at his. Let me just look at what he's done on his team first. Then. So that's Juggernauts. That's top of our cash mini league. So what's Jason complaining about then? That's what I want to know. What's he ranting about? He has no right to have a rant. Now this is going to be interesting. So you may see me reacting live to Jason complaining about something, but I don't know what. He's done a -8. What? What? Jason's done a -8. Huh? Let me just see what transfers he's done. Hold a minute. Well, hold a minute. Does he reveal it live in his He's brought in Gomez. Well, hold a minute. Let's just hold this for a second. Now this is going to be the real entertainment. This is when everything's going to come crashing around. Wow. Here we go. Here we go, everybody. So what's going to happen now is that I'm now going to watch Jason, and the good thing is I can have the sound up because it's not copyright, because this is our own material. This is probably going to be the most boringest. Right. Wow. And Keyboy, you really didn't have to donate. What on a you didn't have to donate anything, Keyboy. Been working and time zone's been rough on me for the streams. Glad to see the channel streams are doing well. No, thank you for that. Really appreciate that, Keyboy. You really didn't have to do that. Here we go then. It's fun. This is when the viewers are going to go down. You've all been watching me literally sit here in silence watching Match of the Rubbish. So, this is going to be the good bit now. I'm now going to be watching Jason's stream, and am I going to get annoyed at what Jason says on... Here we go. Right. Oh, here we are. Right, here we... Wow. This is going to be a bit of fun. Right then. So this is... I'm now... Game Week 20 disaster. Right, here we go. I'm going to click on it. Let's turn it up. And of course there's an advert. Brilliant. That's 0.3p to us. Here we go.
Good afternoon, YouTube.
Can you let me know if you can hear this?
I'm doing a live stream, just basically wanting to react to today's games. I don't know if anyone will be tuning in the 10 or 15 minutes that I intend to go live today, but it's been an absolute disaster of a game week for me.
Turn it up, man.
For a lot of people who... Hello, J-Boy. Wow, you guys are here already. And there's no fancy graphics today. I can't be bothered. I honestly can't be bothered to sit at my computer desk.
I don't think I'll be able to turn it up anymore. I'm a bit conscious of my housemates, but...
I'm absolutely fuming. For those of you who don't know, I did a -8. I brought in...
Oh.
Admittedly, Gomez and Salah are yet to play. There could always be a surprise.
So hold on a minute. I've paused it there. Ah, here we go. Hold on a minute. I'm going to have to get the book out now. Right. Right, okay. The magic book. Here we go. We need to write down what's going on with Jason's team. Right. So he's brought in Gomez and Salah. Funny enough, though, I was actually looking at Gomez myself, legitimately, earlier on. He's only 5.1. I'm wondering. Now I'm going to be honest with you lot. I do think that Jason does copy my teams. Because I did say last night, if you remember, that I was going to do a -20 and I was going to be bringing in Salah and whoever else that I've already mentioned. 24 hours later, Jason's brought in Salah. I'm wondering if Jason's deliberately blocking everything I do. It's the same with, if you remember, at the start of the season. Just a thought. Anyway, let's continue listening. So Gomez and Salah in.
There, Salah could end up being dropped. That could end up happening and really annoy me even more. Greenwood was always a bit of a punt.
Greenwood
deserves minutes.
So we brought in. So he's done Gomez, Salah, and Greenwood. Well, I'm just going to quickly find out. There's no point I can check. Well, I'll just check then what he got rid of, because I'm going to be interested to see why. I think he's this is my theory. My theory is this. I think he thought I was going to do the -20. And I think he's tried to block me off, because I was going to be bringing in Greenwood as well to do the 3-5-2. Greenwood was going to be in it, so he's done Mendy, Maddison, and Rashford out for Gomez, Salah, and Why? Let's have a look at that. So Rashford, Maddison. He's just copying what I said last night. And Mendy, Mendy, yeah, whatever. I don't know Mendy, but I'm gonna. Well, I say I'm gonna call Jason out. I'll see him tomorrow. You know what I mean? I'll see him tomorrow. But I'm sorry, but I'm gonna take a quick poll vote now in the chat, and it's quite simply this. So I'll set this vote up now. Okay, I'm setting the vote up now for you to be able to respond to. Properly. Did Pogba get any points? Did he? He didn't even. We didn't even play. Oh, so he's going to get Lundstrom and Cantwell. So Lundstrom's probably going to come up with a double-digit haul versus. He's captain Aguero though. Oh, that's amazing. That could really pay off. So, right. So let me just set the scene. So, if anybody was watching this last night, I said that I was going to be doing a -20, or more specifically, I was 0.1 out from doing a -20. Just to let everybody know what I was going to do, it was this. So let me just quickly bring up my team, and this is what I was going to do. In fact, I'll just bring up the transfers. Sorry, let me just bring up the transfers. It's a lot more easier. So what I was going to do was this. Oh, and by the way, I'm now officially ahead of Jason, because that -8. Wait a minute. 15. It looks like I'm officially ahead of Jason tonight only. For tonight only, I've now taken over Jason. So this is what I was going to do last night. Let's just see. This is on the screen at the moment. And by the way, everybody, we're going on for now probably another hour. So anybody that's watching this, in fact, John Harris, I would never take out a player in form of a hit, but play your own game. Couldn't agree more with you, John. So, John, you'll be very happy with this. I'm probably now going to go on for another hour analysing a 22-minute video. I've already spent about 10 minutes going over this transfer, so how long are we all going to be... Jesus' illness. Let's go, we're ready, Steve. Someone, Saeed, why aren't you in bed? Right, so this is what I was going to do last night, okay? Or yesterday, whatever. So it was going to be Maddison out, Jimenez, then Donker. Now, I've got there have been price rises, by the way, as well. So Traore went up by 0.1. And it had to be Ali. It had to be Ali, and I was going to get rid of Sayuncu for definite. So that would have. So I'd already taken a -4. The -4 was Vertonghen out for Trent Alexander-Arnold and Rico out for Holgate. And then what I was going to do was bring in Salah, and I would have captained him. That's what I would have done. I would have captained Salah. I would have brought in Grealish. So I would have brought in Grealish. I would have brought in Greenwood. So let's just quickly bring up Greenwood. Because this would have been a 3-5-2 formation that I was deciding to go for. So add him. Then it was Traore, of course. So let's just quickly put in Traore. Wherever he is, there he is. And then what I had was I think it was 4.8 left in the bank. It was obviously it was 4.8 last night, but the reason why I was 0.1 short was because I was thinking, well, I could have had Soyuncu, so I would have only had to have taken a -16. So I couldn't do it, so I just thought stuff it. And I did last night have 4.8, and then I was just like looking at who can I get for 4.8, and this morning I was then thinking, right, do I get Robertson in? So do I have Robertson, Trent Alexander-Arnold and Mane, not have Salah, so put in Maddison, put in Robertson, you know, and all this playing about and everything. But then I just thought, I can't be bothered. I just can't be bothered. My head's just too all over the place for this. And basically, I didn't do it. But I think what's happened here is that because Jason thought, and I really do think, I mean, we'll find out in the video. I don't have a clue what he says in this video. But I think what's happened here is that Jason thinks that I probably was going to do the -20 because he could hear how much despair I was in. So there right now was my minus. That would have been a total of -20 because obviously it's -16 there, but it would have been a -20 total if I'd have done it yesterday, which I didn't. I think what's happened here is that Jason has just gone, I don't like that, what Steve-O's doing, so I'm going to do exactly the same. It's just a theory. He's probably going to clip all this. He's going to turn it into some conspiracy theory where he's going to look like the good guy. I know what you're doing, Jason. I know what you're doing, SMZ. I'm sure you're both conspiring, but that's what I was initially doing, and it's just no coincidence that Jason's got rid of Maddison, Rashford for Greenwood and Salah. There they are there. And Gomez in, obviously, to clearly fund the move to get Salah. But let's just bring up his team, and then we will continue analysing this video. This is going to be very, very, very interesting watching now. I'm really perked up now. I could do with a bit of a giggle, a bit of a laugh. But it looks like I'm going to be above Jason officially tonight. But of course, Jason will still have. He'll have Gomez, Salah. Oh my God, he's not going to have. Oh dear. That's 1, 2, 3, 4 players that didn't play, and he's only got 3 subs, so he's only going to have 10 players playing. But because Aurier got minus points, well, I'm going to call it now. Based on Jason's luck, Aguero's probably going to get him a hat-trick tomorrow. That's based on Jason's luck. Let's be honest here, everybody. Jason has some of the biggest luck on the planet. But let's continue. Vince Chapman's here. Evening, Chapman. Right then, let's carry on with this conversation, shall we? And let's continue listening to Jason.
I think he deserves to play.
So hold on a minute. Let's just quickly.
I mean, admittedly, Gomez and Salah are yet to play. There's always be a surprise there. Salah could end up being dropped. That could end up happening and really annoy me even more. Greenwood was always a bit of a punt, but I do think that Greenwood deserves minutes. I think he deserves
Agreed
to play and start games. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, on the other hand, doesn't. And not only that, but Paul Pogba apparently is not fit enough to play today. So that was a bit of a shock. I genuinely thought he would be playing.
Right, so this is the question. Oh yeah, sorry, I didn't actually do the poll vote. Sorry, I completely forgot. So the poll vote is this. Right, the poll vote is this. Do you think Jason is trying to block my team? Do you think Jason is trying to block off the players that I'm bringing in, so to speak? Y for yes, N for no. What do you think? So I've already mentioned my minus whatever it was, 16-20, that I was going to do, which you all would have heard last night on the stream, and then the following day, a lot of no's. Well, quite a few ends, and it's a fifth. Lucas saying yes. Don't tell him your plan, Steve. Don't worry about it, Anurag. Don't worry about it. Absolutely loving this. Cheers, Charlie. Wow, it looks like there's a lot of. I would say it's a 50-50 split. Thank you, everybody. So a 50-50 split, and. Yeah, he never prayed loud enough to the the FPL gods. Yes, show me the Mane. What was I going to say? So he was he streamed this 5 hours. When did Jason upload this video? It says it streamed 4 hours ago. So what's that? 8 o'clock. So when did he do this stream? Was this during the Man United game, everybody? If you just want to J-Boy, very good. Tell him your plans and then do the opposite. Well, technically, I kind of did. It was live. So did he do this during the Man United game then? Did Jason do this live stream during the Man United game, just before the United kickoff? Right, thank you. Basically, Brew, I've only just found out after the Match of the Day challenge that Jason did a stream on his mobile phone, and I'm now reacting live. But it turns out that I personally think that Jason's gone and deliberately done transfers that he thought I was going to do, and I didn't do it. And don't get me wrong, the players that he brought in, Salah, Greenwood and Gomez for Rashford, Maddison and Mendy, I just think that's ludicrous. I think that's absolutely ludicrous. What's that? Sorry, Gravy Dave. Gav D, just before Man, you said he wouldn't watch it. Wow. Okay, right, okay. Well, I'm now going to continue with the with the listen, and like I said, I'll just pause at the points that we're
I'm absolutely inside. I was looking forward to watching Manchester United play tonight, not only because they're my team, but because I had Pogba and Greenwood in my side, and with Greenwood in that side, they look better. They look a better team.
What I do want to say is Jason is very, very... This isn't me being sarcastic, I'm being genuinely serious. When Jason talks about United and real-life football, especially United and referee decisions, VAR, very good. And it's always fascinating to listen to what Jason has to say.
Pogba in that side, they look a better team. Pereira? I mean... Matic? I mean, what is going on? I mean, what is actually going on? This is not just rotation. This is playing a weaker team. And don't even get me started on my team. My FPL team is a joke.
Well, hold on a minute. Let's analyse that, shall we? His FPL team is a joke. Let's be honest here, everybody. This is the team. This is the team that he's created through point hit after point hit after point hit. Let's get real here, shall we? People like me, who play it safe, okay? I'm not going to lie, I play it safe. I make logical decisions. Yeah, I have the right to have a bit of a moan up, because my players, no matter who I pick, no matter how logical the decision may be, they just don't seem to turn up when I need them to. And then the second I get rid of them, oh, surprise, surprise, they turn up. Take Trent Alexander-Arnold as a simple example. I know how good a player he is. I'm fully aware that I took him out for a reason. He had a blank, and I thought, you know what, I can't really see him doing much, especially against Leicester, so I'll be more than happy just to sit on him. And of course, we all know what he did against Leicester. That's just a freak result at the end of the day. I'm sorry, Jason, but I think you're skating on thin ice here. You're having a go at your own team, but you've made these decisions. I mean, again, let's have a look. We've got all night, everybody. If you're bored of this, see you later. I'm loving this. This is great. So let's just see the analysis of Jason here. Game week 16, -8. Game week 17 makes a transfer. Game week 18 makes a transfer. Game week 19, 16-point hit. And game week 20 today, a -8. Game week 16, in game week 15, a -4. Game week 14, -12. Game week 13, -8. In the last, I'm going to need a calculator here. So essentially between game weeks 14 up to now, so in 7 game weeks, Jason has done 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. He's done 19 transfers, and it's cost him 12 plus 4 plus 8 plus 16 plus 8 at the cost of 48 points. Since game week 13, he has dropped from 234,000, and as it stands right now, as I'm looking at the screen, he is 853,000. So he's dropped almost, well, let's just say 600,000 places. Setting aside the I keep saying this, I don't give a damn about overall ranks at the end of the day. He did say last night that catching the top 4 is still achievable, but making all these transfers and to start complaining about the fact that he's making these transfers, to say that his team's a joke. People like me will say that this game's a joke based on everything that I've said. You know, the most famous one of recent was the fact that I got rid of Harry Kane because he just did absolutely nothing for me. So I thought, stuff him. I'm going to bring in whoever I brought him in for, Rashford I think it was, and I got rid of Kane. Of course, we all know what happened. Kane went and got 2 goals versus Burnley of all teams. But point being is that was a logical decision. These transfers Jason's doing, I just think they're a bit panicky. I think they're pointless. I want to know the psychology behind it. I want to know why he's doing this. What's the thinking behind it? But anyway, let's continue. Let's hear this meltdown, so to speak.
Tottenham are a joke. A complete joke. If you support Tottenham, let me know what you're feeling right now. Because I think that was one of the worst performances I've seen from Tottenham. And VAR, again, comes to the rescue. I know you might come around and say, yeah, well, it's his armpit, he's offside, but I'm sorry, but that angle of that VAR decision is shocking. And I hate Aurier says, Ryan, I mean, in Aurier's defence, it was Vertonghen who kind of fired the ball at him. But I can't even get my team up on the screen for you to see because I'm on my mobile phone. Like I said, guys, I'm ranting. I feel like I need to talk to you guys. I am gutted. Obviously, we go through the results. Brighton beating Bournemouth 2-0. Newcastle losing to Everton 2-1. Southampton getting a draw against Crystal Palace. Gaiter obviously getting me a solid 3. Fair play to him, he got a save point. How many points? I think I'm on minus 5 points. I think. Yeah, minus 5 points. I Soyuncu, Vardy in my starting lineup. We want.
Once again, though, I will say that it will probably be with Aguero as his captain. Like I said, Jason has the FPL luck on him. Aguero will probably get a double-digit return. Sterling will get something. And Salah will probably score. And Gomez and Alexander-Arnold will probably keep a clean sheet. So we'll probably end up on a 50-point week. But we've still got 20 minutes.
Who haven't featured. I'm not going to field a full 11. I mean, Cantwell didn't come on. Oh, did he? Did Cantwell come on?
Yes.
Cantwell may have came on. Okay, he came on. So yeah, I am gutted. To be honest with you, it must have come on right at the end. I wasn't interested. I turned it all off. I've turned it all off. I've got my captain to play in Aguero. I brought in, for those of you just tuning in, I brought in Gomez for Mendy. I brought in Salah in for Maddison. And I brought in Greenwood for Rashford. And so far, those that necessarily haven't really played yet. So it could always pay off. But the main problem is my Aurier has been a failure. Paul Pogba. I mean, I'm just
sorry to interject. I'm just looking at the team in front of me right now, and I'm just looking at this. I'm just thinking, what Jason's done here is he's set up for a 4-3-3 formation. Maybe occasionally playing a 5-3-2 or a 5-2-3 with Lundstrom with a favourable fixture. The team has gone, like, legitimately. I'll show you this team from last week, right? Because this was his team literally just since yesterday. So we're talking Friday. Can someone tell me what's wrong with that team? Legitimately. There was nothing wrong with that team whatsoever moving forward. I even said, when he did the whatever it was, I said, looking on paper at that team, I personally think it's excellent. Guaita in goal, whatever. It doesn't matter what keeper you have. Aurier, we know what he can do. Lundstrom, Mendy, Man City defender, can get attacking returns. Trent Alexander-Arnold needs no explaining. Maddison, he's somebody that I'm probably going to just get gone. Just useless. Pogba's one of those where it is a punt in the sense of, well, hold on a minute here. You haven't seen him play yet. Yes, he came on for the 45 minutes versus, I can't even remember who. Let's just quickly bring it up now. I know people were screaming at who it was, but Newcastle, of course. Came on, looked very lively, and... Oh no, it was Watford, wasn't it? It was Watford. Looked lively. Everybody thought he'd play against Newcastle. Didn't turn up. Came on for 45 minutes. Again, looked really lively. And then he didn't come on versus Burnley. Sterling in his team. Aguero. Two absolute frightening players to own. Vardy and Rashford, two informed strikers. A bench of Cantwell, Soyuncu, Dendoncker. What's wrong with that team? Nothing. Not, in my opinion, there's nothing wrong with that. Fast forward literally 24, 48 hours and we get this shambles. This is a man that's lost the plot. Aurier, Soyuncu, Gomez, Alexander-Arnold, Guaita, yeah, Lundstrom, Salah, Pogba, Sterling is his main three, but Pogba doesn't seem to be starting at all. Aguero, Vardy, yeah, and Greenwood. And then with possibility of Cantwell coming on, or then Donker, whatever formation, whatever way we're going to have the substitutes. Very strange. Let's continue.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm absolutely mad at the fact that Ollie's not even got him on the bench. Not even on the bench. At least Aguero's got an extra rest. Yeah, I really hope. I really hope.
I mean, straight away, Anish is saying that Shambles is a bit harsh, Steve. I don't think it is. I really don't think it is. Don't get me wrong, tomorrow afternoon, like I said, Aguero could turn up. Sterling could turn up. Gomez and Trent could get a clean sheet, but would you own Greenwood as a starting player? Pogba taking a punt on Gomez? A bench of Cantwell, Lundstram and Dendoncker from... I mean, show me the Mane straight away. Shambles is an understatement. I think he's destroyed his team, Anish. I don't know how you can defend this. I don't know how you can defend this bizarre way of thinking Jason's done, and Diligent saying Pogba is a fanboy pick. Anyway, let's just continue watching this wonderful video.
Tomorrow Aguero gets 4 goals. It is. I mean, could you imagine it? At the moment, do you know what? I'm going to tell you right now. I'm not even wanting to watch the United game. I don't even want to watch it. I'm sick. I'm sick of this. I've got Trent Alexander-Arnold. What's your thoughts of today, guys? I mean, I've seen some awful scores in the Discord, but for those people that haven't taken point hits, think about the poor people like me who've taken point hits. I just 3 from 6, says Crazy Jack. I mean, 27 points.
Well, you say think of you, Jason, but you've chosen to do a -8. That's all I'll say to that.
J-Boy says 15 with a -4 at 8. By the way, guys, do you like this sort of stream? Because like I just thought, I said to my missus, I said I'm just gonna go upstairs and I'm just gonna sit on the bed on my mobile phone and I'm gonna rant to the internet for 20 minutes. I mean, if you like this sort of stuff, then let me know. 20 points from Anorak. Salah cap.
I'll answer that. Yes, we do, Jason. We love this stuff.
With Mane and Trent. Well, that could pay off. As you all know, that Steve-O's captained Vardy, but his vice captain is Mane. So he's going to be wanting Mane to do something tomorrow. But I can possibly see him getting benched. I can see Salah playing through the middle with Origi and maybe
Shaqiri.
Maybe? Thoughts on that? Any elite show with Shizzle, says Uncle G. Thank you.
As ever, Jason does the old bias towards his own team, always predicting clean sheets for Crystal Palace. Then he says he can see Mane being rested. Well, why not Salah? Salah's more injury prone. I heard the other day Salah went off in a bit of a strop. Klopp may not like that, may decide to go, do you know what, have a rest. You know? I don't think it will happen. It's Wolves. I think it'd be full strength. I think Salah, Mane and Firmino, all 3 up front tomorrow.
Thank you. Oh my God, we've got 106 people tuning in to me ranting about this game week. This is the worst. It's going to go down as the worst game week, the worst Saturday of my life. Like, I expected rotation. I expected disappointment. To be fair, I've got a playing bench. Admittedly, Cantwell coming on for 1 point could end up being a bit of a bonus. But I'm just shocked at Pogba. I know a few people were raising their eyebrows at me bringing in Pogba, thinking, you know what? Why are you doing that? I just wish I could get into Ollie's head. What does Matic give to Man United? Anyone in chat, let me know now. What does Matic give to Manchester United? Because I have a clue. I haven't got a clue. And I've watched...
I'll just quickly answer that point with a niche. Steve, what's the odds on Jason Rage activating his second wildcard? I would say that it's very, very, very high indeed. Jacko saying Salah on Aguero bench would be pretty funny. It would, but unfortunately Aguero will play tomorrow. He'll start, and so will Salah. Exactly like Liam is saying, I don't think Aguero will be benched given that he only got subbed off after 50 minutes exactly. Aguero will be starting tomorrow. That's a guarantee, and I hope that comes back to haunt me. That's one of the predictions I hope I do get wrong.
I've watched a lot of Man United this year. Another body on the pitch. He gives United nothing, absolutely nothing. I'd rather a 25% fit Paul Pogba play than Matic. Like, it's... I'm sorry, guys, but I'm just thinking right now that this is a travesty. It's an absolute nine of his starters. Yeah, Brendan Rodgers benching all his players. I thought, wow, that's a bit cocky. But guess what? They got a win. And in the end, they beat West Ham 2-1 away, and fair play. They got the result. Ings got his goal, didn't he? Guess what? How many people out there stubborn on Ings didn't get him in 2 weeks ago? Waiting on Ings. Oh, he ain't gonna do it every week. He won't do it every week. But yes, he is. He's been doing it every week. Okay, his fixtures are turning now though. But fair play to who people got Ings in. Fair play. You've done well. I know a couple of people. Dan Bull captain Harry Kane today. Well done to you.
Did he?
There's going to be a lot of people. Don't worry, I have Aguero captain. I mean, the way that this game week's going, Aguero doesn't play tomorrow. Just imagine that. My vice captain. Anyone want to guess who my vice captain is? Anyone in chat, without looking at my team, want to guess? Because you're going to laugh. You're going to laugh. No, it's not Vardy. Oh, no. It's not Vardy. No, that would be logical. Well, actually, it would be better, actually, than my vice-captain. My vice-captain... Oh, yeah, that'd be great. No, my vice-captain is the one and only Paul Pogba. So, yeah. Really hope Greenwood comes on, guys. I really do. I hope he comes on and scores another smasher.
Nope.
I really, really do hope he does. KDB tomorrow could be good for you. Unbelievable Jeff in chat there. Pogba should come on. No, he shouldn't. He's not even in the starting. He's not even on the bench. Oh God! If Jesus starts tomorrow, I'm gonna be.
He won't.
I hope I'm not the only one feeling the way I'm feeling right now. Like, this is the negative side of FPL, and you just got to vent. You've just got to vent it out, because this is just, it's unhealthy to bottle it up, because this is just, is it?
But again, I'm hoping people can hear the audio from Jason, because it'd be ridiculous if I'm just speaking to myself. But again, I do find it quite amusing how Jason's saying he's venting about this particular game week, but he's put himself in this position. He didn't need to. Let's carry on.
Have I been really team selection this week? Have I been that bad? Give it me, guys. Let me know. Have I been shocking with my team selection, or have I just been really unlucky? Because I feel like this has just been a big kick in the balls. Players who play. I mean, yeah. I know the golden rule is to play players that play, but my bench is strong. That's
Strong.
One good thing. But Soyuncu.
My bench is strong. Cantwell, Lundstrom and Dendoncker. You really are. That's delusional. Lundstrom, yeah, all right, yeah. Cantwell and Dendoncker. I mean, I'm glad the man agrees. Wow.
Obviously, I wasn't expecting. Nobody was expecting Brendan to rest 9 of his players in that game. No one was expecting that. Okay, you could have thought, oh, Vardy may have come off the bench. You know, he could have been bench, come off. Let me just bring the chat back up at the moment. Here we go. Pogba was a differential risk. Yeah, but Pogba was coming back to fitness.
Yeah, true.
He was coming back. Like I said, I don't understand what Matic has got in. I don't understand the logic. I think Ole Gunnar Solskjaer said he's playing Matic because he's got the leg. He's saying about the legs or something, the fitness. I'm like, Matic with legs and fitness. I'm like,
just to answer the point made by Rashir here. Rashir Patel. We all play to win our mini leagues, etc. When you're 100 plus points behind the person winning your league, no point playing it safe. Jason took a punt with Pogba Aguero. You need to be different with behind. Yeah, but there's different and there's just plain madness. Aguero, the brilliant move. Pogba, fine. Again, we're not talking about last week. We're talking about this week. We're talking about this week here. And at the end of the day, Jason got rid of Rashford and Mendy for Greenwood and Gomez. I don't know what was the point in that. Don't get me wrong, it could pay off, but if you're going on that logical argument, then you want to try and make the points hits as limited as possible. Jason over the last 7 game weeks has taken 48 points worth of hits. God knows how that has come back to go against him. I don't know, but we're talking about this week, and I'm sorry, Rashid, but in this case, I completely disagree with you. Mavid Dykels, you only need to make 5 points a week, captain differential. Have you seen the players in our Cash Mini League? Have you seen that? Sherry the Marnie, when you're 100 points behind, you don't take hits and become 112 points behind before the boys kick. Yeah. Anyway, let's let's carry on listening.
Save my feelings to the end of the game week, Romello. I mean, yeah, I know I've still got quite a few players to play, but it's just a reaction to these shambles of a game week. Vardy had a baby, did he? Is that possible? Matic is half a leg. It's almost like United are playing with 10.5 men. I'm really honest when I say that. Here we go. Vardy's pregnant. You class Fred and Ashley Young as a format. I mean, look. I'm becoming a fan of Fred. He's getting better. I think Fred and Pogba is the way forward for United. I really do. 17 points, 1 Movers Vlogs with 7 to play. Is your captain yet to play though? That's fine if your captain's ready to play. I took a hit, so I'm currently on 1 point. Yeah, well, guess what? You're 6 points better than me. 24 with 4 to play, captain done. Nicole. I mean, there's a lot of people. Should I rage transfer, guys? Like literally, that's another thing, isn't it?
Yes.
It goes through your head when
Do
you're
it.
having this anger, this FPL anger that's brewing inside. Should you just rage transfer that player out? Aurier. Or was it really your fault that you scored an own goal? Probably not, but you're going to get transferred out anyway. You know, was it really your fault that you just you were omitted from the starting lineup and also the bench? Probably not. Yeah, says TTT in chat. Still got. If you've got your captains to play, guys, don't worry too much. I mean, if you've got over 20 points to play, I think you're going to be having a green arrow this week. I wonder will Man United make their interest to sign the Bruno Fernandes in January? I certainly hope so. But the thing is, I don't know if we've got that. I don't know if I can trust Ollie to go for the players that we need. Does that make sense? I don't know if I can trust Ollie to know the type of players we need, because his team selections have been a little bit questionable.
I will add to this Man United rage chat, Man U TV, whatever you want to call it. You were playing Burnley, and the quality of your players on the pitch should still be beating us, Burnley. I would argue that, in fact, let's not even argue about it, it's a fact that your players, your 11 players that were playing today, were always going to beat us no matter what. And you did. You won 2-0. And I think, if anything, you could, I know we're going slightly off topic here, but you could argue that maybe Ole's just saving his higher quality players, so they are used for the more important games in the future, like the top 16. I don't know, whatever. But maybe Ole knew that he was going to win anyway, and he just rested some players to give them that rest. But
Alpha Dog 90 points for KDB. My captain to play, and Jimenez and Mane to play. Any good? Captain KDB and captain to play with Jimenez and Mane to play. Yeah. Yes. What's my FPL ID? I don't know. I don't have it to my hand. I'm upstairs on my mobile phone with a couple of sheets of paper I printed off. Anyone that's just joined the stream, currently on -5, -8 taken. My transfers in were Gomez, Salah, Mendy, Madison, and Rashford. Obviously, Sointu didn't play, neither did Vardy. I have essentially got the prayer now to the FPL. I'm praying to the FPL gods that Greenwood comes on. My captain is Aguero. I've got Sterling. Hopefully Sterling. That's another thing. Pep Guardiola could put the icing or the cherry on the cake for me this week. Pep Guardiola, if he decides that Sterling doesn't need to play, then I could be in massive trouble. My bench is Cantwell, Lundstrom, and Donker. Lundstrom, Donker, I don't expect anything from in terms of clean sheet bonus points. Certainly from Lundstrom. Possibly an attacking return from Lundstrom against that City team. But to be honest, I could be on, realistically, a sub 30-point game week. Seriously. And just in chat there, I just saw Rashford says poorly. Apparently took a knock. Well, like I said, I'm not even keeping tracks of the game, guys. I was so looking forward to the game tonight with Pogba and with Greenwood in. I'm honest when I say I understand why people were saying that it was risky to bring in Pogba, but I thought that I could second guess Ollie, and Ollie surprised me. He's massively surprised me today. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if Burnley get a result. I would not be surprised if Burnley get a result with that team that we've got. It's a negative team. It's a negative Man United team. I'm sorry. And if Burnley beat us today, then I'm sorry, but Ollie's got some serious questions to answer. He's got some serious questions to answer about his team. We all knew that Greenwood would be... Yeah, but the thing is, Greenwood has got absolutely no... There's no... Right, this is what I mean, right? What has Greenwood got to do to become a starter for Manchester United? That is the question.
Again, here we go. Based on Jason's statement there, everything he's saying is right, but he's saying this from a real life perspective, but he's still chosen to get rid of Greenwood to bring in... Sorry, he's still chosen to get rid of Rashford for Greenwood, essentially a starting striker for Man United, to be replaced by an 18-year-old, 19-year-old, however old he is, 16, whatever, kid that never plays for United other than in the Europa League and the occasional appearance in the Premier League. Again, Jason's risk there, that's his choice. And basically, as I keep saying this, he said to Daily Llama on his minus 16, he said, so basically you did a minus 16 to get Trent Alexander-Arnold in. Well, Jason, you've done a minus 8 to bring in Salah. Once again, it could pay off. But complaining about the players that, like Greenwood, yes, you have every right to say that he should be starting for Man United. But I think there's something deep, deep down underneath where you're thinking that you brought in Greenwood into your fantasy football team, especially the fact that you've set up with a 4-3-3 formation, tells me that you were, well, it's like someone mentioned, it's the fanboy, it's the whole, I think Greenwood should be starting, so I'm going to bring him into my FPL team. It's your choice. Your choice. Getting rid of Rashford. Again, like Show Me the Mane saying, these are for hits. This isn't for free. These are for hits.
Because he is looking absolutely phenomenal every time he's on the field. And it's just grow older. I mean, he's too young. That's ridiculous. It's just ridiculous. I mean, I don't even want to respond. It's just, I'm sorry, but I'm annoyed. I'm so annoyed right now. Time to play Greenwood as a young, literally. That is the stupidest thing I've read in chat the whole of this evening. In the whole 19 minutes I've been streaming, that's the stupidest thing. His age has got nothing. It's got nothing to do with it. It's just, I don't understand. I really don't understand. Matic, Pereira, it's a negative team.
I honestly think Jason's using Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's team selection, real life team selection, to mask the disaster of a game week he's had. I think subconsciously he may be saying that Ole's to blame for his own -8. I don't know, I'm only joking, but I'm just watching a man here that's just completely lost the plot. And it's almost like I said, I've completely given up on getting anywhere near the top 4 in the Cashman League. I'm 100 odd points off 4th spot. Sultan Saeed was 4th as of last night. In fact, we're approaching 1 o'clock in the morning here. Let's just quickly see if the league tables have actually updated. Wouldn't that be flaming funny if it did? I don't think they will though. I think that well, the overall rank has updated. I wonder if the league has actually updated. I don't think it would have done though, because they don't normally. No, it hasn't. No, but the point being is, as of yesterday, as Sultan Saeed, I'm 105 points behind Sultan Saeed, and I've got absolutely no chance of catching him. These players up here, juggernauts. Armand Dillon, Mr. Anderson, Sultan Saeed, Ian Rose, Andrew Fong, Charlie, Dan Simpson, FPL Penguin, Davey FPL, Manchester Reds. It's just ludicrous that Marlon Moore, Gareth Eds, Brett Mollison, Keyboy, show me the Mane in chat right now, Stein, Gotham. These are just players. How do you think that people like myself are going to catch these guys? The only way we catch them is by getting the most ludicrous differentials impossible and just going, you know what, I'm just going to captain them and just see if they do anything. But there's a reason why we don't bring them in, because they don't do anything. So yeah, the likelihood of catching these guys is basically nigh on impossible. But there's always hope, but I ain't got any hope whatsoever. In fact, I'm 105 points off Sultan Saeed. 105 points off Sultan. Let's just quickly bring up Jason's team again, just to conclude this rant. So if we just quickly scroll down to reiterate the point, he's taken a -8. As it stands right now, he's on -6. As it stands right now, Jason is on -6. It's coming towards the end.
Williams is playing though. Steve will be happy about that. Fair play.
No, I won't be.
17 when he was playing first. This is how young players are grown into star players, by getting game time.
Yep, agreed.
By giving starts. You give players like that starts. You don't go, you know what, you can be a super sub and come on in the 75th minute, 80th minute for 10-15 minutes, and you can just do a little run around. You know, you're young. You don't have to worry about starting a game or anything like that. No, we'll play Matic, we'll play Pereira, we'll play. I mean, Dan James, yeah, but yet he isn't Greenwood. He isn't on the same level as Greenwood for me. Is Steve-O doing a match of the day challenge tonight? I believe he is. He is.
And the match of the day challenge was a load of rubbish, but this last 30 minutes has been fantastic.
I've been loving it if he does, but we'll have to wait and see. I haven't heard from Steve-O all day today, so since this morning actually. I sent him a thumbnail for it, so hopefully he does do it. It is Vish, I agree, completely agree. But yeah, I've got my I think I've got my point across, guys. I just wanted to just vent my frustration, share it with you guys, read out some of the comments, and 7 played, including Vardy. Total points are 9 with -2 Aurier. How bad can it be? Zidane this week can be bad. Why, Alex? I'm frustrated because I'll be honest. I'm frustrated at Man United's team selection today, and my luck in FPL is certainly running with. Is basically wearing very thin.
Wearing thin? Your luck's wearing thin? Let's just remind the audience of exactly how his luck's wearing thin. Go back to the previous game week and highlight one player. Sterling. Yeah, he missed a penalty. Fair enough. But what happened with that penalty? Retaken. And then he missed it again. And he scored the rebound. End of. That, my friend, is what you call your luck still in. And still owning Trent Alexander-Arnold. And mate, brilliant. It's fantastic for anybody that continued owning Trent Alexander-Arnold. Fantastic. But don't start talking about your luck. Don't you dare start talking about your luck, because we all know that you are the most luckiest FPL manager in the history of FPL managers. End of discussion. You've still got Gomez, Trent Alexander-Arnold, Salah, Sterling, Aguero captain, left to play. Okay, you've got Cantwell, Lundstram and Ben Donker coming off the bench. Fair enough. But for you, I don't want to keep going on about it, but to take a -8 and say that your luck's running out when it's your choice to do this. That don't wash with me. But this is going to be the end of the... Coming towards the end of the video now.
And my luck in FPL is certainly running with... Is basically wearing very thin. I get right with the panda. Yes! Panda! This is my 2-year-old's panda. This could be what I sacrifice, guys. Sacrifice the panda. Guys, watch the football. Wait and see if Steve-O goes live later on today. I'll keep posting on Twitter. He'll probably post it on Twitter if he goes live, and we'll see you tomorrow for a Sunday surgery. And take care. I'm gonna go now.
Wow. There we have it, everybody. There we have it. Jason's rant. Poor me. What was it? I can't even remember the flaming saying. But poor me, poor you, pour me a river, or whatever the flaming rubbish is. But incredible. Absolutely incredible. There we have it, everybody. A stream that was supposed to end an hour ago is now coming to an end now. So all I will say is this. Thank you, everybody, for watching this. I cannot believe the amount of people that have actually tuned in to this rubbish. I'm going to be honest, I don't enjoy these match of the day challenges. I mean, someone said straight away that was fun, but I don't enjoy doing them, not because of the anxiety that I feel or whatever towards the games that I haven't seen. It's more the fact that I'm just bored out my mind watching it. It's just really boring because I have no direct interest in any of the games unless it's obviously my captain playing and of course my own team, Burnley, playing. Other than that, I don't care for any of it. The fact that I can't interact at all with anybody, it's very frustrating because I've got nothing to say. So I think that could potentially be the last ever match of the day challenge I do. Who knows? But what I will say is that doing that review of what Jason did was very fun, and I've said it before and I'll say it again. This could be the future of the Elite FPL channel. I've already said it before and I'll say it again. These late night streams, I mean, ironically, how messed up is this? Normally, in 2.5 hours' time, I'm waking up to go to work. So at the moment, it's 1:05 in the morning, and I normally fast asleep, and I'd be waking up in 2.5 hours to go to work or get ready for work, whatever. That's just absolutely ludicrous. These videos are very, very rare indeed for me to be doing late night streams. And I've mentioned before, doing streams past basically 7:30 are going to become very, very difficult indeed. And I'm potentially going to be doing more, basically anywhere between any time in the morning up to say 5-6 o'clock in the evening. But certainly if we were to have, say, a presenter at night, Jason, and then the following day you got me or whatever, it'd be fascinating just reacting to what the previous presenter has said. Really would. I mean, Jacko straight away saying Jason can do a reaction video with this video in the morning. It would be very, very funny. But going on what you call it, Paul said, and Show Me the Marnie's just brought it up. Is there a Sunday surgery tomorrow? There will be. I'm going to assume it's going to be at like 5-6 o'clock tomorrow evening, at a complete guess. As ever, just find out through Twitter or Discord. The reason why this Match of the Day challenge wasn't advertised is because I didn't go on my phone at all all day, basically. So I didn't want to ruin anything for me whatsoever. So it was a bit of we did advertise it the night before, to be fair. I did say that I was more than likely going to be doing it. So, yeah, I think that it really doesn't matter. So yes, all I will say is this: if you are completely brand new around here and you've enjoyed tonight's stream, by all means, enjoy the rest of our content, because we are pretty much a daily streaming service regarding all things fantasy football. If you're not a subscriber, just simply hit that subscribe button. The easiest way to show your support, though, and we all know what I'm going to say, is just simply hit the like button. That's the easiest way to show your support for myself and Jason. Follow us on Twitter at Elite FPL. Instagram is at Elite FPL. Discord, of course, if you want to be part of the Discord. Really, all I will say is that the Discord is there for people to get their phone calls in. Obviously tonight I'm not doing it, but certainly tomorrow when we do the Sunday surgery, that's when we will be taking your phone calls, and obviously the only way you can do that is being part of the Discord. Exactly, like Phil says. On to the next stream. Anurag asking, are you guys doing a Game Week 21 preview on the last day of 2019 or on Tuesday? The simple answer is we should be, but don't quote me on that. We will let you guys know no matter what on next week. I don't even know what day it is at the moment. It is Saturday. Well, it's technically Sunday now, so I'm going to bed. Have a good evening, everybody. I hope you've enjoyed everything. And, yeah, me and Jason will definitely see you tomorrow. That's going to be fun, isn't it? Take it easy, guys.